Hello pretties, welcome to Vipstera. I'm so happy you're here because today I'm doing my inventory. By the way, I have a really nasty bruise from moving. But yeah, today I'm doing my makeup inventory. Got a little hair in my glasses. And we're just gonna see how I've done. I actually think that I've done pretty good. I don't really have too many like trouble categories. So yeah, before we get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, if you subscribe, that way you can become a resident of Vipstera. So become a resident, become a resident. All right, that being said, I am wearing a new foundation. I'm wearing the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Foundation. I picked up mine in the shade 85 Neutral, which is the same shade that I use for my concealer. I will be doing a review on this foundation, not today, because today I do plan on putting some IKEA furniture together, and it's just not a fair fight. I'm gonna sweat a lot, and it's just not a fair fight for this foundation. So I'm gonna put a review up. Hope it's not too late. I haven't done a review before, but I'm excited. Anyway, let's get started. Now I do want to say that I did adopt the same system as Jessica Lee, so I'll link her down below, and that is having my categories ranked as green, yellow, or red. Green is if it's 1 to 5, if it's yellow, if it's 6 to 10, and then 11 or more, that's a red category. I've only got 4 red categories. My collection is not completely bananas, but I'm just gonna put that out there. All right, so foundation at the beginning of the year, I was at 2, and now I am at 3. The reason for it is because I did just buy a foundation. Like today, I bought it today, so there was that. Now I have finished another foundation, and I've brought in a new foundation into it. So yeah, that's okay. My ideal goal would be to be anywhere between 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish my stick colorful foundation by the end of the year, so this will be at where I need to be by the end of the year, no problem. Concealers, I was at 2 at the beginning of the year. I am currently at 1, and I'm happy with my 1. Color correctors, I had 0. I brought 1 in towards the end, and now I'm like back at 0 because I did finish it, and it was in my empties, my last empty, so I'll link it so you can see my empties. Primers, I had 1 at the beginning of the year. I still have 1, and I'm okay with that. Bronzers, I had 1 at the beginning of the year. I currently have 2, but I'm pretty close on finishing one of them. That's the one that's in my Partners in Cream bronzer. By the way, spoiler alert, so I'll put that over there. That one will be done pretty soon. Blush, I was at 3 at the beginning of the year. I'm currently at 5. I'm okay with that. I love blush. I go through blush relatively quickly, and not a lot of people don't. I personally do. I love blush. I go heavy on my blush. You can't tell right now because the blush that I'm currently working on is in my Harry Potter project pan. I'll link it up there. It's so subtle, and I don't understand why it's so. I don't have a deep skin tone, but I'm building and building and building, and it takes a long to build it to settle. That's not the point. The point is I'm a 5. So yeah, and I'm okay with that. My goal for this category is to be anywhere between 3 and 5. I'm within my category, and I'm okay with it. There is a blush palette from Lunar Beauty that's really catching my attention, but I just have too many blushes, so it wouldn't be realistic for me to buy it at this time. Also, the Georgia blush from Persona Cosmetics is like kind of calling my name, but I'm like, don't do it. So I'm trying not to. All right, powders, I had 1 at the beginning of the year. I'm currently have 2. I do want to get it down to 1. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish my pressed powder from Essence by the end of the year, and then I'll just have my e.l.f. one, and I love my e.l.f. Powder. I've said this multiple times, such a great powder, really happy with it. Highlighters, my only red category in my entire face area, section, and I had 11 at the beginning of the year. I have 11 now. I do have 2 highlighters that I'm relatively close in finishing. One is in my Partners in Cream, so check it out, and the other one is in my Graveyard Project pan. So yeah, I'm relatively close in finishing both of them. I do know for sure I'm gonna finish the one in my Partners in Cream. I'm like super close, and I have about a quarter left in the other one. Potentially I can finish it by the end of the year. I do think so, but we'll have to see. So I do this category, even if I were to just finish 1, it will go down to a yellow by the end of the year. Setting sprays, I had one at the beginning of the year. I have one now. Still green. All right. Moving along to eyes. So primers, my goal is to have 1 to 2. I had one at the beginning of the year. I currently have 2 and I'm okay with it. One's for a glitter primer. The other one's like an eye-based primer. So they're kind of different. Mascaras, I have 1 at the beginning of the year. I have 1 now. And I try to keep it that way. I usually buy one close to the 3-month mark just to have one ready to go in case anything happens to mine. Like if I ever were to, from whatever miracle, finish my mascara, which that's never happened to me, but I usually just end up tossing it because it's been 3 months because I don't want to risk it. All right, so eyeliner, I had 3 at the beginning of the year and I now have 4. My goal is to be at 3. There is one, this one right here, that I do want to end up decluttering. I got it for Christmas at the end of last year. How do I say this? I don't like it. I end up liking the liquid one a lot better, and I know that this kind of like gel formulas go back quickly, so I kind of want to see if my sister's interested in having it. I don't like it. It's relatively dry. And I don't know, maybe there's like a drops you can put in there to like make it be more like glossy. Maybe I like it more that way, but as it is right now, I don't love it. So I'm probably gonna end up decluttering it. Single eyeshadows. I was at 47 at the beginning of the year and I'm currently at 54. How did that happen? I don't know. I really don't know. Because I did get 4 for my anniversary at the beginning of the year. I'll link the video up here about everything that I bought for the spring. That's when I got it. I don't know where the other 3 came from. My goal was to be at 40 because I was thinking I'm gonna finish all my Super Shock shadows that were in my Panda palette. I might actually have run out of things to put up there because you can only put 5. But if I hadn't, I'm gonna put it up there. My Panda palette. That's not gonna happen. If you've checked out my Panda palette, I'm not doing that hot. So we shall see how this category goes. It's still a red. It's gonna be a red. I'm okay with it. Ideally, I would like to have only 24, but that's probably never gonna happen. So let's just move on to my palettes. I had 13 at the beginning of the year. I currently have 15. My goal was to be at 15. I decluttered some palettes. I brought some new ones in. I'm happy with my eyeshadow palette collection at this time. This number will go up because I did in fact pre-order the Raw Beauty Kristi and Pure palette just earlier today. So that should arrive sometime in September from what they told us. You know, it's a while away. And I know that Laura Los Angeles is supposed to come up with something next month. If it's eyeshadows, I potentially will buy it. It is my favorite eyeshadow formula along with ColourPop. So I'm potentially very likely gonna buy it unless I really don't like the color story, which I really don't think so because I really like Lara Lee's like eyeshadow vibes. Me and her kind of vibe in that sense. So I don't think that's gonna be an issue. So if I do bring my category to 17, I'm okay with it. I do plan to do a Panless eyeshadows next year. And I really just want to get more usage out of all my shadows. I don't mind having more. I mean, 17 palettes is not outrageous. I definitely would never, ever want to have more than 20. Like if I ever have 21, one of you needs to come over here and slap the shit out of me because I've gone crazy. I never need to go that high. But I'm okay with having 17. I'm just going to have to be very selective moving forward. Unless I'm ready to declutter, which I'm not. All right, moving along. So for lip scrubs, I had 0 at the beginning of the year. I have 0 now. I did have 1 somewhere in the middle, but I think I finished it already. Lip balms, I had 3. I am down to 1. Lip liners, I had 4. I am down to 2, and I want to keep it at 2. I have the 2 that I need, a nude and a red. That's all I need. Lip gloss, I had 5 at the beginning of the year. I currently have 6. So there's been a lot of changes with my lip glosses. I've definitely finished some, and I've brought some in. Mostly, I got one for my gift purchase, and another one that I did buy from the lip bar because I just moved, like I said. And there's a Super Target next to me, and they have Makeup Geek and Color Rain, and they have the lip bar. And I was like, oh my god, this is the good Target with the good makeup section. So I just bought a lip gloss. Anyway, I am really close in finishing one of those lip glosses. It's in my graveyard project pan, so that one's gonna be gone within the next week or two. So this will go back to a green category literally by the end of the month. Lip crayons. I had 2 at the beginning of the year. I still have 2. Bullet lipsticks. I had 9. I currently have 8. I ended up decluttering one because I'm pretty sure it went bad. So there was that. This is still a yellow category. I don't think I'm gonna finish any at this time because I'm really trying to focus on my liquid lipsticks, which I've made a lot of progress on that area. My liquid lipsticks was a 20 at the beginning of the year. I'm currently at 16. Now I have decluttered 1, I believe. I think I've just decluttered 1, but I finished quite a few of them, and I am really close in finishing 1 more within the next week or 2. Is the one that's in my Partners in Cream. So I'm gonna hit my goal. My goal was to be at 15 by the end of the year. Absolutely, I'm gonna be able to do that because I'm already at 16. I am about to be done with 1 more, so I actually think I'm gonna lower this goal to 10. So wish me luck. All right, nail polishes. I had 14 at the end of the year. I'm currently have 12. There was a while there where I wasn't really painting my nails because they were really chipped, and I just needed to let them grow strong and then kind of chip away at them. They're back to where they need to be, so I'm starting to paint my nails again. This blue is actually really close to being done, so you're gonna see it quite a bit for the next week or 2 because I'm like super close, so close on being done with it. My goal is to be at 8 by the end of the year. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do that, but if I can just get down to 10, I'll be happy. And then fragrances, I had 3. I am down to 2. I will be at 1 by the end of the year. I'm really close to finishing this other perfume, and that is it. I don't have the biggest collection in the world, and I'm okay with that. I am thinking that if I have like less than 5 items in something and I want to bring something in for review or for like purposes of my YouTube channel, I am okay with that, so long as I don't go over the 5. Like if I'm in a yellow category, I don't want to buy anything in that area except for eyeshadow palettes. And singles. Except for those 2 categories, if I'm in a yellow and a red, I definitely don't want to bring anything in. So I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm happy with my collection. There's a couple of things that I really want to work on, which is my highlighters and my lip products. Even though I do have a lot of eyeshadows, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that one. Just the other ones, I need to like reel it in. All right, that's it for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.